Welcome, everybody, to the first comic book review of From Heroes to Icons. I'm your host, Jason, and today we will be covering last week's book of the week, and that is Firepower by Robert Kirkman and Chris Samnee. And this book is not really for the faint of heart, not really for the regular comic book collector, maybe. But this is a Kung Fu comic book by the creator of The Walking Dead and Invincible. And it's something quite different from what he usually does. It seems like Robert Kirkman's wheelhouse is quite large. And personally, this book is what Marvel's Iron Fist should be. You know, it goes through the typical tropes of a lone man trying to find this enchanted temple where he can learn how to fight and learn Kung Fu and special abilities. But the thing is, he didn't go to the temple to learn Kung Fu. He went to the temple to learn who his parents are. He's an orphan. The only thing that he ever had was a little picture of his mother and father, and I guess him as a baby. And, it just gets kind of buck wild from there. But this book here, it's a trade paperback. Firepower. Chris Samnee's artwork is magnificent. It is really a work of art. Just the writing, the pacing in this book is outstanding. And we get to see the protagonist, I guess. His name is, got it written down, Owen Johnson. And we don't get to even hear his name too much after that, because after he reaches the temple and the master challenges him, he's like, I don't want to hear that name no more. You embarrass yourself. So he pretty much, it's like him, that guy over there. They don't really talk about his name too much or whatever. But I don't want to give too much of the plot away. But the book is great. Definitely a must read. I believe it's only $9.99. And not a lot of people grabbed this book. Everybody was so focused on Negan Lives or whatever. But this book was fantastic. And within that, the temple that he goes to, it's called the Temple of the Flaming Fist, which they have this secret ability that apparently no one has learned in like 200 years to be able to throw fireballs like Ken and Ryu from Street Fighter. It's not like a superhuman power. It's all based off of live energy, chi, or chakra, whatever you want to call it. But it's based on that, on real Kung Fu stuff. And Master Loon is the master of the Order of the Flaming Fist, and he wears a baseball cap. He got Jordans, headphones. He's like totally modern. It's like, how you get all this? He got a cell phone. How you get all this stuff up here? He was just like, I'm not telling you all my secrets. And of course he has his little rival with this cat. I guess he's supposed to be like the number one student of the school or whatever, named Guang. And he's bad. He got his little gang of followers that comes up after him and all of that other type of stuff. And of course there's the little love interest, Ling Zhang. She gives him some food in the beginning and helps him out. And it's actually the first monk or disciple that he actually spars with. And there's one rival school, I guess you would call it, a rival temple, called the Scorched Earth Clan. And they're always trying to, there's supposedly an enemy that's locked up that they don't show. And it's supposed to be a dragon, I guess, just like an Iron Fist. But they don't show the dragon. You don't have to fight the dragon or anything like that. And Scorched Earth Clan attacks them. And that's when Owen realizes the power of the firepower, pretty much, of the fireball, and he utilizes it, but not after, a lot of trials and tribulations and such things like that. And definitely a must-have in your collection for anybody that is a Kung Fu fan. If you like Iron Fist or any type of Kung Fu, or even Shang-Chi, need to have this book. It's pretty good read, pretty thick, nice, good read from Robert Kirkman and Chris Samnee. And also, this came out, Firepower #1. This is the free comic book edition, and this is not like a 10-pager. This is like, it has to be at least 22 pages. This is a regular size comic book for free. This came out. Firepower #1 comes out, I believe, the first week in August, around my anniversary or something like that. This book is dope. This book, I think, is like 5 or 6 years in the future. Actually, it jumps ahead, and Owen is married. He has 2 kids, a son and a daughter, and I don't believe they know that he is a master martial artist and has the ability for the firepower. But something something really cool happens in this book. Obviously, they come back for him. Some guys from the temple. I think it is Gwang that comes back for him, and he's just like, I'm not going back. I'm done, and you're just gonna have to just figure it out by yourself. But unfortunately for Owen, he is being followed, and I believe that is some ninjas from the Scorched Earth clan is following him, and they either want revenge or they want the ability of the fireball, the firepower, and it's just really, really super dope. I mean, I don't know if the comic book store would have any more of these, but as you can see, it doesn't have the label or whatever. Usually this is the spot where the comic book store will put their stamp, and I got 2 of them. One of them I gave away to a friend, my boy Nick, but definitely Firepower is at least a 9.5 out of 10. And in an interview, Robert Kirkman had stated that Chris Samnee, he works at a certain pace with the artist that he has. That's why Robert Kirkman usually doesn't have issues with distributing books. But he said Chris Samnee has like 16 to 18 issues finished already. So now that the COVID is over, this book, at least for a year and a half, will not be late at all. And I believe it's August 2nd or August 6th, somewhere around there. Somewhere. Whatever week it is. The first Wednesday in August, Firepower #1 and Firepower #2 come out. So if you can, definitely pick up the trade paperback. If your comic book store doesn't have it, I would definitely recommend getting it from either Comic Zone on the internet or from Midtown Comics, because they're distributing half of the comic books going out anyway right now. So you definitely will want to pick that up and have that in. I mean, it's definitely for all ages. Anybody could read it. I'm going to try to get my kids to read it. Not really into comic books, but they like all that Kung Fu stuff. So they most definitely probably will like this. I got 2 more on the way, so I'll have a copy to get signed and put away or whatever, and a copy for the kids to read and tear up. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this first review, hopefully of many. Very difficult to make videos of any sort. But make sure you like the video. Make sure, if you're not a subscriber yet, please, I implore you to subscribe to this channel. It's getting bigger. More things are coming. Just watch out for them. And whatever social media you have, please share it. And also follow me at From Heroes to Icons on Instagram and From Heroes to Icons on Facebook. So, thank you very much for your time, and I will catch you at the same bat time and at the same bat channel. Peace.